This weekend we celebrate Mother's Day. Many moms are getting a bouquet of flowers, breakfast in bed, or a much-needed hug. We find one mom who remembers her son by pursuing his life's dream. Meteorologist Justin Lyles has the story.
Kathy Sahlberg shares a special bond with her son Alex, their love for weather and nature. Kathy would often find her young son standing outside mesmerized by an approaching storm, hoping to catch a flash of lightning or a clap of thunder, things he loved from a very young age.
Well, Alex was born with this dream since he was 3 years old, even before. 7 years old, he was out storm chasing with this. He was only about that high, and he had a huge camera, almost as big as him.
Capturing breathtaking weather moments on camera and sharing them with people was a passion for Alex.
Everything he did, he just loved it so much that there was no effort, and he just did it.
But 2 years ago, Alex's dream ended when he suddenly died from respiratory problems. He was just 18 years old. He was known as Vortex Alex and touched the hearts of many. Kathy remembers a poem Alex wrote for her on Mother's Day nearly 10 years ago.
It says, "I wish you fun, happiness, and perhaps a storm. But something way better than weather," he says, "is a heart sweet and warm. You shouldn't have to bury your children."
Even through difficult times, Kathy has shown incredible strength, helping Alex after his death. Alex wanted people to see his work and dreamt of his own business, selling his weather photography and videos. No one knew this better than his mother.
And so now I have to sell his videos, and I have to do what he would have done. The easiest thing for me to do would be not to do that, and not to do anything.
Alex's fascination with weather and nature earned him the admiration of weather enthusiasts everywhere. Alex's legacy sparked the idea for the sign you see behind me.
It's like a miracle, it really is. And I've never seen such a more beautiful billboard.
It is the result of her meeting with the National Weather Service to come up with an idea to remember her son. What came up was more than what she expected.
They dedicated the Severe Weather Awareness Week to him this year in his memory. And I never dreamed any of that would happen. It's just like
Kathy's been very busy keeping his memory alive. Her son's storm chasing videos are now being sold at several local stores. Out on Park Point, another reminder of Alex. This one, a tree planted in his memory. So Alex's dream lives on through his mother. And the next time you hear thunder in the nighttime sky, it may just be Alex's way of saying hi. With photographer Glenn Callahan, I'm Justin Lyles, Eyewitness News.
A wonderful young man who had a dream. Now, if you would like to see some of Alex's work, you can log on to the website as you see here on the bottom of your screen.
Once upon a time there was a beach with a boy stuck to its arm. And there was a girl.
I'm Alex and Peter's brother, man. Fighting. This is probably the hardest thing I'll ever have to do. Have to. Never thought about it. Never expected it. We all love Alex with all our heart. You know he's with us here today. The weather and the sunshine, the storm and the hail, especially the lightning. Come up and look at some of the pictures that are behind us and some of the photographs that he took. He was an amazing photographer. An extraordinary young man. Extraordinary. want to tell a little story about how extraordinary his life is. When he was about 2 or 3 years old, I don't remember when, he was looking out the windows, wondering about the world. He didn't have the words really to express it as he does now, or did. And he walked outside, just a little toddler, and he grabbed a tree out in the front yard, I think it was a bush, and he shook it. And he shook it as hard as he could, back and forth and back and forth. And he said, "I make wind! I make wind!" Because he looked at the world and he saw the trees moving, and when the trees moved, there was wind. So he thought the trees made the wind. And from the moment he was born, he was in love with the weather and the world and the people around him. He will always be with us. When you look at the sky, you see the clouds. For those of you who went to school with them, thank you everyone for being here today. All of you who mourned with us, who had this loss. I can't imagine. I think about how short his life was and how much he accomplished. And how much more he could have. He was destined for great things, and we all knew that because he was just a wonderful human being to be around. And he is an inspiration to me, and I hope to you all. When he was 2 or 3 years old, he loved the weather, and he continued that passion straight up to the day he died. He lived with that. He videoed, he took pictures, he sat on the beach for hours, he did everything for his passion. He spent hundreds of hours developing an extreme weather video that's amazing for a high school kid who never had any experience doing any of it. He did it all himself. So I hope that all of you, as I will, and I'm sorry it takes something like this for us to think about that. Live your passion, because life is fragile and you don't know when you won't be able to anymore. We all love you, Alex. I love you.
We miss you, we cry for you. God knows we still talk to you. And there's to saying your name every single day, sharing stories and memories. My favorite's when you were small, you grabbed a tree and shook it all.